Welcome everyone to a special video here. This one is a little bit different than the usual. This is not a casting game. This is a preview video for an upcoming tournament that is happening this weekend on Saturday, December 3rd. And it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. Here, we've got players coming in from all over the world, tuning in online to view or take part in this tournament. You're gonna go right at it. It's gonna be a good time. Last one that we did in September was so much fun. There was a lot of cheeky play styles coming in, and a lot of joking around, a lot of hustling between everybody in the matches. So that was a good time, and we figured let's go ahead and do that again and enjoy it, get a top prize, all that good stuff. There's all sorts of details we're gonna go over here. Just a brief overview of what's going to be happening this Saturday. The name of the tournament is called the Home Town Center Group's Double Trouble Tourney Part 2. Now the reason we call it that is because this is a tournament of 2v2, teams of 2, 4-player games. Pick your partner and you get a random matchup, see who wins to do a single elimination advancement, and kind of see how far you get. That's generally how those work. So the top prize is going to be $80. Prize to the runner-up team that makes it to the final match, $20. So the reason we did 80-20, wanted to really incentivize that top place for first place team that wins the whole thing, really sweeten the pot, make it exciting to actually take the win, but still have something for the runner-up so that it's not a total wash if really well all day, but for some of our players who are going to be playing throughout the middle of the night in their time zone across the world, they're just getting really tired and just had a bad game, you know, they still have a chance to get some money out of it and hopefully have some fun along the way. That is the most important aspect of all of this. We are very excited to be doing it. There are going to be 12 total teams for a total of 20 players. We've got some subs who are interested in helping out or jumping in if need be. Depends on who all shows up. There's always going to be a couple. Things will come up and then we'll sub people in. So the bracket is a guesstimate of what's going to happen. It's not a for sure. These are the teams that 100% will play, but it's our best guess of who play, essentially. We'll get into all that with the teams here and share a photo on the screen here while I'm still getting started in this skirmish game. So the teams that we have, I'm going to read them down in order and then I'll talk about which one. So our first team is Zaruso and Gilv. They are tentatively going to be playing against Skyfox, Yucko. The winner of that game is tentatively slated to be the team, consisting of Sir Johnny Flashman, Giga Chad. There's also the winner of that game will advance on to the third round. Flashman and Giga Chad will get a bye here partly because they won the last tournament. So we're trying to give them to battle it out in advance, get their own play style, have their own time to shine, essentially. And some of it too is we're looking at skill base, looking at ranks. You know, a lot of players have different skill levels. We've got gold players, platinum, we have some diamond and conqueror, and our best guess as we were doing this was to try to split it out based at least a little bit on skill, so that the higher ranked teams would have more matches to play as well, to try to keep it even. Teams that are doing really well will keep advancing, but you're not going to play like a conqueror rank on your first game if you're gold. We're going to make that more like round 2. So, moving on, another first round matchup we have is Praetorian and Hunter on a team. That is, let me just double check what his full screen name is. I know some of them on Discord are just slightly different than the in-game names. So it's Hunter Gone Mad is his name in the game. And so those two are going to be on a team, and they will play Air Serb and Spider in that first round. Now, the winner of that matchup is going to advance onwards to play against a substitute team. We don't know exactly who that's going to be yet. We've got a few people that are interested. A couple of the guys from the group jump in, sub in. That is who's playing next. And the third round of that bracket is going to advance on. And we could see all sorts of different matchups. We might see, for example, you might see Flashman and Giga Chad playing against Serb and Spider in the third round, depending on who wins. You know, things could go any way because a lot of these players are really good. I think a lot of these are very matched, so it should go off mostly without a hitch. We'll have some fun. It's out of there. Tasking here. Now, on the other side, there's a bracket with a few other teams here. For example, in the first round, we've got Rancid and Tom Bomb, who will be playing in the first round against 99 Pooncraft. Good lives matter. Those teams are going to go head-to-head, and the winner of their game will play against either... the winner of that game will play against Mr. Monday and Romulus, who are a team. They're getting a bye in the first round. They'll jump in on the second. And then just a little bit further down the bracket here, we have Hazy BB and Firebrick, who are a team. They're going to be playing against Deadly Yeti and James Sook for the first round. And the winner of their game advance and will play against a team consisting of Easy Sorcerer, Scarecrow. Excuse me. Bug in the throat. So, that is what the bracket looks like so far. Things could be adjusted here and there depending on those, all that kind of good stuff. Things are always a little bit fluid. That's just part of the gig. So that is the bracket. And now what are these matches going to be? So, we got 2v2 in each of the rounds, including the final. And we're going to be playing on By Arabia. I'm going to keep it classic because as we were looking at the different maps in the game, thinking about what would make the most sense, what would be the most evenly matched for all the civs, so that one team doesn't have something of an unfair advantage with a certain civilization. Keep it even as possible. For example, certain maps such as King of the Hill, or I would also probably say Lipany, in my opinion. Just my own angle here. Those tend to have a little bit more mountains. Same with Altai, where it really heavily favors the English and Chinese civilizations, because they are very defensively postured. Walls, archers, stuff like that. Rams, nest of bees, all that stuff. We wanted to pick something that wasn't going to be so heavily swayed towards any one civilization. Much the same, we debated it a little bit with Dry Arabia. That's really in favor of the French, like the Royal Knights right away. Wide open map that those knights can come any direction, just completely start stomping. So we thought long and hard about it, and we said, you know what, it is a little bit skewed towards French, but we think we can still get away with doing that because, for the most part, it's a classic, generally even balanced map. It is wide open, but there should be ample opportunity for Civ to essentially get their moment to shine. So that is what we are going to do. By Arabia. We'll see how that goes. Rules, let's see. Now this is the second tournament that we've done, and we're looking at others coming up in the future. See what seems to stick. Just gonna give a quick once-over yet in the rest of the group here. Make sure I didn't forget any details for those who will be joining late, or those who are deciding to join in tomorrow. Now there's no special rules, there's no civilization limits, it's all when conditions are active. Everything is pretty well set up to be just jump in, show up with your teammate, let's have you play. Luck. Yeah, so that's really the thought that we have with that. Just keep it simple, keep it fun. the teams were based on having players matched up who we get a Conqueror player, for example, matching either gold or diamond or platinum, so that it's not two Conquerors going up against a couple golds. It's kind of like one player is going to be taken under their wing a little bit. Not all players that we have in the group. To their credit, they've all really hard to increase their skill levels and love this game and not knocking any. Just we thought it would be fair to do it that way. We are very excited to get that going. And we've also got players coming in from all over the world, as I had mentioned. I'm just going to briefly touch on that here about where our players are coming from, because it's pretty interesting. I personally find that to be fascinating when there are, so many different voices and cultures coming to the table. Shared love for the game and shared interest in the game in general. Really good way to interact with people. Just pulling up photos. I'm just kind of messing around here in this skirmish here, not really taking it too serious, so probably gonna lose to the AI like a total chump. So we've got players from the following countries. Just a quick note after that. Well, I'll mention. So we have players from Singapore, Scotland, Bangladesh, Italy, Ukraine, America, North Macedonia, United Kingdom, specifically the England area, Hong Kong, South Africa, Brazil, and Australia. We also have a player who originally is from Kyrgyzstan, Central Asia, and the former Soviet republics, but he's in Scotland now. That's his sort of new home. That's why we got the Scottish flag on the tournament poster there. Just in case for those that's missing, that would be why. We just included the flags that people felt was most home to them. So that is just an interesting tidbit there. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mentioned I'm fascinated to have players from all over doing this together. Different time zones can be a little bit of a quirk that you have to work around, but that is part of the fun. That is how it goes. Just double checking for a couple final details. Just making sure here everything that we've got. Now this one is organized by myself and Firebrick. Organize this together with help from some guys in the group. And this is part of the hometown-centered group on Discord. We do lots of casual games. It's basically just a group where we connect, play together, and hang out, essentially. That is where this is all coming from. Now, the whole tournament will be streamed live on Twitch, and it will also be recorded for YouTube, so if you aren't able to make it on Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, no worries, you can always tune in on YouTube. Just keep your eyes open, as videos will be dropping at some point relatively soon, and we will hang out, have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you can, do come check it out. Let's show off these incredible players. For those who may have tuned in the last time, might remember there was some cheeky play. It was Nomads, and very fun with some of the names that people pick. It's always a good time with funny names, so do stay tuned, as that is always interesting. Now, before I forget my Twitch account, it should be Brodzilla 252. Just double check that here. Yep, so it's Brodzilla 252. BRODZILLA 252. Now, for those who are never heard of this channel before or anything about the group, all that kind of good stuff, just a real brief kind of introduction. Hello, my name is Brad. I am Brodzilla. Brodzilla is named after my cat, Brody. He is the most adorable little monster. He is kind of the face of the channel here, just because he's great. Brodzilla himself, he will be sitting next to me during the entire tournament, watching, probably meowing, begging for food, and all that kind of good stuff. So he'll be hanging out for the cast. we'll be doing our thing here. Stuff. Probably plenty of cat pictures. For those of you who are interested in joining the group, go ahead and look up the Hometown Center group on Discord. Check us out. Let's hang. Let's get you in the group. I'll also send a link in the video descriptions when these get posted to YouTube. You can also look up fire.brick on Age of Empires, add him as a friend, and ask for a join to the group. Request to join. We'll get you in there. So want to get as many players in these games as possible. Always looking to add more to the group, grow the following, and really just have fun in the game. We want to bring people together. We want to have a good time doing this, and by hosting tournaments, having chatter online, it's the best way to do it. It brings people together. Do please check that out, and cannot wait to see you on Saturday. Have you join in, watch the fun. Certainly, keep that comment section very active. Twitch. Let's hear from you. Join up and tell us what you think of the matches as they're happening, and let's have some fun. It always keeps it interesting. Or getting excited about different plays that are happening. So do come, do join in, and have some fun. So thank you everyone for listening here as we're going over the rules, all that good stuff. I'm just going to quickly finish off this game. Here, I'm going to win it against the AI and close out this video. Yeah, watching so far, might as well show you a quick cheesy win here. High resources, just all the best cheese that this game has to offer. For this skirmish, I'm just playing as the English against the Malian civilization, one of the ones. And since I'm paying attention to stuff, just been kind of letting them kick my ass here this game, but trying to come back and win it type of thing. Now, for those, there might be a question coming to tournament. Why so much time in September and December to actually host the second tournament? The biggest reason for that was just waiting for new civilizations to come out with the Ottomans and the Malians. Just giving people something fresh to play. By the time that we did the first tournament in September, the game had already been out for almost a year. People were starting to get sick of the same civilizations, so we wanted to just give it a minute, give people a chance to take a break, and come back refreshed with a new update, ready to take exclusives. And a lot of the updates, I'm really happy with how it's been going. I mean, the fewer resources to actually get economic upgrades, I think, was just a phenomenal decision on the part of the developers. It really speeds games up, keeps things from being so slow. Because in the early part of the game, where you would have to second 500 gold for each economic upgrade, or it might have been 350 as opposed to 250. It doesn't sound like much, but it really makes a difference. It adds up. And you're paying that much more for every single type of resource. It makes a difference. It makes a difference in getting upgrades faster, and games, instead of taking 40 minutes, actually take closer to 20 minutes, which I think is a good thing, because if people want to get up the rank level, got other things going on, got a lot of people who work home during the day, I'm on free. Have to get back to what I'm doing. It's a lot easier to do that if a game is 20 minutes, as opposed to something like 40 minutes to an hour. It's a lot better. You jump into a Call of Duty match and it would have taken an hour long. People would only play, some of them, one match a day. Depending on who it is. Schedules look like, but I think it's a good change. It speeds things up, keeps things fresh. And everyone's been, for the most part, really liking it. It's always a good thing. Now, where the hell is this final? Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. That is the final lap. Alright, so here we're gonna go. Destroy that here. I believe that's the final. Yeah, it's the final. So, alright, well, this game is won. The goose is cooked. The AI has been eliminated. So, thank you everyone for watching this cast. And do stay tuned for tomorrow when we tournament. Cannot wait to share that with you. And have some fun. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We will see you, not tomorrow, Saturday. On Saturday. See you then. Take care.